the World Cup winner of Showdown 22. Hunting is his hobby, Villarreal is his city, and his name is Adrian Becker Castillo. On position 3 after the qualification with 95 hits, representing, this is not representing the UAE, this is Mr. Notum from Luxembourg, who saw the correct and big applause for Mr. Notum, Steve, Luxembourg. And on position 4 after the qualification, here we welcome from Great Britain, Mike Driver. Big applause. On position 5 after the qualification from the United Arab Emirates, big applause for Ahmed Lima. And on position 6 representing Italy, big applause for Gabriele Nanni. And the officials of this final, here is with a big applause, Luis Ponce, Peru, the referee. And the jury is Luis Bazan, Peru. Applause. He's our athlete. Now send them to the line with your biggest applause. I want to hear more. Give me your hands for them. Our finalists.
Lima 2023.
And they go now to range,
Shooting range,
dry fire, then start directly to the final. And don't forget to applaud for every hit.
Expecting the PT2 final at a scheduled check that will take place directly after this. The PT3 mixed trap standing upper limb SGU final. Now, we just had the presentation. Philip Bernard, announcer, introduced our finalists to the spectators here in Lima. You might have been expecting to see 6 names, 6 athletes appear, and that's what we were all expecting, to be honest. However, we have had a disqualification before the final began. Jean-Michel Brun of France. His ammunition was overweight, and by rule, that results in disqualification. So 6th place will go to Jean-Michel Brun of France. We have 5 athletes competing in this competition now. And that also means that the first elimination out of these 5, the 5th place, as normal, will take place after 30 seconds. So we are up and running. My name's Jamie, by the way. Your commentator for this final. Hope you're doing well. We do have Adrian Becker Castillo of Spain, world number 4, competing. Steve Newton of Luxembourg, Mike Driver of Great Britain, Ahmad Bouhaliba of UAE, and Gabriele Nanni, who is the defending world champion and world number 1 in this PT3 event. This is Steve Newton now, his 2nd target, and he gets his first hit. He's off the mark on 1. Mike Driver now, already on 1. That is a miss for Trevor, so he'll stay on 1 hit. And now with Bouhaliba, UAE. It's a miss as well, so he'll also stay on 1. Back with the defending world champion, Gabriele Nanni. It's a hit, he's on 2. Still on. His 3rd target, and it is a 2nd miss. 1 hit for the Spaniard. Steve Newton now of Luxembourg. Nice hit there. He moves on to 2 out of 3. And Trevor do the same. to level if he can take this, which he does. 2 hits for the man from UAE. Now Gabriele Nani. 3 hits. Can he make it 4? Yes, he can. 4 hits out of 4 for Nani. Defending world champion. Looking good in this final so far. But of course, early days, very early days. Castillo on 3. His first 5 targets now. Steve Newton of Luxembourg will stay on 2 hits after the first pass. What about Mike Drever? Will also stay on 2. 2 out of 5. Drever of Great Britain. Haliba moves on to 3. Can Gabriele Nani make it 5 out of 5? No. Stay on 4 hits. Miss there for Nani.
And we have the first round.
Nani, despite that
In
miss,
the lead by
is
4
the leader.
grandiose hits.
4 out of
Gabriele
5.
Nani,
Just
Italy,
one more
applause for
there.
him.
Haliba on 3. Also Castillo of Spain on 3. Newton is on 2, same number as Drever. Drever ranked in 5th based on a bib number. The better the bib number, the lower the bib number, will move you up the table in a tie-break situation. So Castillo of Spain qualified in position 1. He has bib number 1. And if you are wondering about Jean-Michel Brun of France, he was disqualified from the final before we got started due to ammunition being overweight, which automatically results in disqualification. So 6th place for Brun of France. So miss for Drever. So while I was talking, Newton got a hit there, so he's still got 3. That's a hit as well for Haliba of UAE. On to 4 now. He's on 5 hits out of 6 targets. It's a nice hit there for Castillo of Spain. 4. Newton of Luxembourg. That's a miss. Stay on 3 hits. So a chance for Mike Drever to level. He's on 2. He's now on 3. So he levels with Newton of Luxembourg. Miss for Haliba, who will stay on 4. Level with Castillo, 1 ahead of Drever and Newton. Nani, the leader, on 5. Now he's on 6. Castillo moves on to 5 hits. There's a miss for Newton, who will stay on 3. So Drever now has a chance to actually go ahead of the man from Luxembourg. If he can hit this one. Which he can. So Drever's now on 4. 1 behind Castillo. 1 ahead of Newton. Haliba hits that one, so moves ahead of Drever. He's on 5 hits, level with Castillo. 1 behind Nani, unless Nani hits, which he doesn't, so he'll stay 1 behind Nani, who is still in the lead with 6 hits. Castillo could temporarily at least level with him here. He takes that in his last 3 now. The man from Spain. Newton of Luxembourg will look to get back to hitting ways. The 2 misses. That he does. Moves on to 4 hits, keeping the pressure on Drever. third hit in a row for Drever. He's on to 5. Buhaliba's also on 5 and will stay on 5 because he missed that one. This is pretty tight out there between our 5 finalists. A second miss in a row for Nani. He'll stay on 6, so Castillo has a chance to go in the lead now, which he takes. Hit his last 4. He's now on a total of 7 hits out of 10 targets. Steve Newton on 4. He's now on 5. That's a miss for Drever. 3 out of 5 on this pass for the man from Great Britain. And now we're with Buhaliba of UAE. That's also a miss, so he'll stay on 5 as well. 3 athletes on 5 hits. We're now with Gabriele Nani on 6. Can he make it 7? Yes, he can after 2 misses. The world number 1 is back to hitting ways. Level with Castillo. Castillo does have the best bib number there is, bib number 1, qualifying in first place. So he will be ranked as the leader. There we go, confirmation there. And look at that, 3 athletes tied on 5 hits. Based on bib number, it is Buhaliba, who qualified in 5th place, who is ranked in 5th. If you have just joined us, Jean-Michel Brun of France was disqualified from the final. He finishes in 6th place due to ammunition being overweight. We're up and running again. A hit for Castillo. And that is a hit for Newton as well. Back with Mike Drever now of Great Britain. That's a hit for sure. So he is also on 6. Can Buhaliba join him? Yes, he can. So still those 3 athletes tied, now on 6 hits each. Gabriele Nani now. Nice hit. He's on 8. Keeps level with Castillo. They're both on 8. Big hit for the Spaniard. He's up onto 9. 9 hits now. Steve Newton of Luxembourg. World Cup silver in Munich 2022. Finished 6th in this event at the World Championships in Sydney 2019. He'll better that here today for sure. Hit for Drever, and because of that miss from Newton, Drever is now ahead with 7 hits. Oh, yeah, that's a miss for Buhaliba. He'll stay on 6. So Drever's ahead of the 2 now that he was previously tied with. And Nani levels with Castillo. They're both on 9 hits. 3 targets to go on this pass. Another hit for Castillo, really finding form now in this final. And that's a second miss in a row for Steve Newton of Luxembourg. Still on 6. Drever has a chance to move. 2 hits ahead. Which he takes. He's now on 8 hits. Buhaliba will be looking to keep as close as he can, which he does. Just 1 behind now. Buhaliba 1 behind Drever, 1 ahead of Newton. Can Gabriele Nani level with Castillo at the top? He can. He'll still be ranked in 2nd based on bib number. And we're back now with Adrian Becker-Castillo. Oh, it's a miss. It's his first miss of this pass. Could be a chance for Nani to lead the final outright once again. But first of all, Steve Newton. He's back to hitting ways, moves on to 7. Mike Drever now, who's hit his last 3, all 3 in this pass. goes Drever. And that's another hit. 4 out of 5 so far on this pass. Drever's on to 9, 2 ahead of Nutum. Buhaliba now. Hit for Buhaliba, who stays 1 hit behind Drever, 1 hit ahead of Nutum. And can Nani go back in the lead? He can. It's his 11th hit. Back to Castillo now. Final target of this pass. He takes it. 4 out of 5. 11 out of 15 for Castillo. Nutum now of Luxembourg. It's a nice hit. He's on to 9. Oh, and that's a miss for Drever, so he'll stay on 9, level with Nutum. Can Buhaliba level? Yeah, he can. He's hit his last 3, also on 9 hits. Gabriele Nani. 5 out of 5. He's on to 12 hits. He is the leader outright again after 15 targets. Let's take a look at the standings. It is Gabriele Nani leading with 12 hits out of 15, 1 ahead of Castillo. Look, we've got 3 athletes once again tied, all on 9 hits each. Buhaliba currently ranked in the danger zone of 5th place based on that bib number. Bruno France disqualified, so finishes in 6th place. 5th place will be decided in another 15 targets time. That's a hit for Castillo. Oh, a miss for Nutum, so Drever has a chance to move ahead. He doesn't take it, so Drever stays on 9, which means Buhaliba has a chance to move ahead of the 2 athletes he was tied with previously, which he takes. He's on to 10 hits, 1 ahead of Nutum and Drever, 2 behind Castillo, and currently Nani, but that could change. And it will change, it has changed. Nani is on to 13, he's still the leader, 1 hit ahead of Castillo. Castillo moves on to 13 hits. Good hit for Nutum. Nutum's on 10. Can Drever level? He can. So Drever's also on 10 now. Same number as Buhaliba. He's got a target to come. And he takes it to move back ahead of Nutum and Drever. And once again we find ourselves with Gabriele Nani looking to go back in the lead, which he does. 14 hits, still 1 ahead of Castillo. Castillo's in good form. That's a miss for Nutum. So Drever has a chance to go ahead. Drever takes it. Drever moves on to 11. Buhaliba is also on 11, but has another target to come, which he does not take. So Buhaliba and Drever are now both tied on 11 hits, one ahead of Newton. Steve Newton is currently ranked in the danger zone of 5th place. Meanwhile, Nani is on to 15, so he still has that one-hit lead over Castillo, who's on your screen right now. And that's another hit for Castillo. This could be very important for Steve Newton. Doesn't want to fall too far behind. He's leveled with Drever, but Drever has got a target to come. Can he make it count? He doesn't, so Drever and Newton level on 11. Buhaliba also level on 11. So once again, those three are tied in terms of total hits. Buhaliba does have the weakest bib number, qualifying in 5th place. Nani, no problem for him. The defending world champion, still leading this final. He's on 16 hits now. One more to go on this pass. And Castillo has hit all 5. 16 out of 20 targets. I think it was a hit. Yeah, it was a hit for Newton. He's on 12. Drever now. That is a hit for Drever. He'll join Newton on 12 hits. Can Buhaliba join them? He can. So to complete the pass, we've just got Nani to go. And that's 5 out of 5 also for Nani. He's on 17 out of 20. Still has his one-hit lead at the top. The defending world champion, Gabriele Nani of Italy. One ahead of Castillo of Spain. The 3 athletes still tied on 12 hits each. Newton, Drever, and Buhaliba. Buhaliba in 5th place based on bib number.
They must fight. The one who has less will be the 6th.
And 6th place has gone to Jean-Michel Brun of France,
Number 5
after being disqualified due to overweight ammunition.
Come on, audience, with your big applause.
So we won't be eliminating an athlete as usual after 25 targets, because 6th place has been decided already. So instead, the first elimination that we'll see on our screen anyway will be 5th place after 30 targets. Castillo back to hitting ways. Had a perfect last 5 targets. And Steve Newton with another hit. He's on to 13. Keeps the pressure on Drever and Buhaliba. That is a hit for Drever. So the pressure gets handed over to Buhaliba now, who also hits. So their battle continues. That trio of athletes there. Gabriele Nani. He's in a battle with Castillo, which he's winning. One hit ahead again. Another hit for Castillo. Really good form now. Oh, and that's a miss for Newton. So a chance for Drever to go ahead. He's got a weaker bib number than Newton. Nice hit for Drever. He's on 14. One hit ahead of Newton. Can Buhaliba join him? He can. 14 hits as well for the man from UAE. That does mean that Newton is now ranked in 5th place as things stand. Oh, and that is a miss for Gabriele Nani. Oh, there's a protest. Let's see what is the result of that. It was a hit. Been given as a hit, so the 1-hit lead remains for Nani. And that was definitely a hit from Becca Castillo. Back with Steve Newton now. He's looking to catch Drever and Buhaliba, and he does for the time being at least. They can both move back ahead though now. Drever first. Drever takes it. He's on 15. 1 hit ahead of Newton. Buhaliba now. Also hits, so Buhaliba and Drever both on 15. Drever has the better bib number. Steve Newton currently in 5th place. And that's a hit for Nani. He's hit his last 8 for sure. In fact, a lot more than his last 8. Him and Castillo are just going so well at the moment. "20 hits now for Castillo. That's a miss for Steve Newton. So a chance for Drever to create some extra space between him and the shooter from Luxembourg. He doesn't take it, so he'll stay 1 hit ahead of Newton, but a chance for Buhaliba to jump ahead of Drever here, which he does take. He's on to 16 hits. So Newton's in 5th. Drever in 4th, Buhaliba in 3rd. Nani remains in top spot with Castillo in 2nd. 1 more target to come, which will take us up to 25. Oh, and a rare miss for Castillo. Hit his last 10 until then. And that could be a very costly miss for Newton. Drever now. And it's another miss for Drever. Missed his last 2, same as Newton. Buhaliba could move 2 ahead, doesn't take it. He'll remain 1 ahead of Drever. Buhaliba also 2 ahead of Newton. Chance for Nani to double his lead to 2 hits if he takes this, which he does. He's on 22 now. Out of 25, a 2-hit lead over Castillo. So this would normally be where we eliminate 6th place.
To Luxembourg. Steve Notto, big applause.
This would normally be where we eliminate 6th place. But 6th place has already been decided because Jean-Michel Brun of France.
And in the lead, Nani, 22.
However, Steve Newton's been eliminated. However, doesn't seem like this is right because Newton is actually in 5th place. Right now, we would normally be eliminating 6th place. And 6th place has already been decided before the final began. If you've just joined us and are not aware, Jean-Michel Brun of France was disqualified for having overweight ammunition. So by my count, Newton should stay in the competition. He is in 5th place, the danger zone, but that would normally be decided after 30 targets. We've so far had 25. So there's a bit of discussion about what's going on.
I hope we could come back to the concentration. The 6th place goes to the qualified athlete.
Yep, so Steve Newton has returned. He's not out. He's got another 5 targets to come.
The speaker will become better.
Another 5 targets to come for Steve Newton. So he's got every chance of remaining in the competition for a long time. But he is in that danger zone of 5th place. Gabriele Nani is the leader. He's on 22 hits, one ahead of Castillo of Spain. Buhaliba is in third place, one ahead of Drever in fourth, who's one ahead of Steve Newton. Far from out of this yet is the man from Luxembourg. 5 targets to our next elimination. This is the PT3 mixed trap standing upper limb SGU event here at the WSPS World Championship Lima 2023. 6th place has gone to Jean-Michel Brun of France. 5 targets away from 5th being decided. And that's a hit for Castillo. He's on to 21 now. And a miss for Steve Newton. He'll stay on 14. Mike Drever, a chance to edge away. 1 hit difference at the moment between Drever and Newton. And that will remain the difference. 1 hit, 15 for Drever, 14 for Newton. Buhaliba on 16, now he's on at 17. 2 ahead of Drever, 3 ahead of Newton, he's looking good. Back to the leader, Gabriele Nani. Another hit, so still has that 2-hit lead over Castillo. Nice hit again from Castillo, so he's on to 22. We're back with Steve Newton. Every hit will count now for Newton. Battling to remain in the competition. He's got 3 targets to come. He's 1 behind Drever, who's got 4 targets to come. And that's another miss for Drever, so still 1 target the difference between Newton in 5th, Drever in 4th. Buhaliba, meanwhile, continues his good form. He's on to 18 hits now, so he's safe. And Nani is definitely safe. He's on 24, still 2 ahead of Castillo. Done it again. Castillo on to 23 now. Steve Newton, 1 behind Drever in the danger zone of 5th place. And that is a miss for Newton. He's on 14 with 2 targets to come. Does have a better bib number than Drever. And another miss for Drever. So still 1 hit difference between the 2. It will be one of Newton or Drever for 5th place. Another hit for Buhaliba, meanwhile, up onto 19. No question about that one. Nani onto 25, still 2 hits ahead. So after that no target, we do have a hit for Castillo. He's on 24. Steve Newton could be a very important target for him now. He's 1 behind Drever, and it's another miss for Newton. If Drever hits this, he will stay in the competition and eliminate Newton. It's a hit for Drever, takes him up to 16, 2 ahead of Newton with 1 target to go until 5th place is decided. And that's another hit for Buhaliba, who's really found some form. At one point, he was in that danger zone of 5th place. But it is Newton. And that's a miss for Nani, so it's now a 1-hit lead at the top And we are back to Castillo. One more target to come until 5th place is decided. After 30 targets, here comes Becca Castillo, and it's a hit. Oh, it's a miss, in fact. So 24. Nani will have a chance to restore his 2-hit lead. But first of all, Steve Newton, he will take 5th place. And that is another miss for Newton. He'll finish on at 14 hits in total. Mike Drever now of Great Britain, he's on 16. Looking to try and make some ground up on Buhaliba. He'll stay on 16, he'll also stay in the competition. And Buhaliba makes it 5 out of 5 on this pass. 21 out of 30 targets have been hit by Buhaliba. Can Nani restore his 2-hit lead? Yes, he can. 26 for Nani out of 30 targets. So 5th place now has been confirmed, and it is Steve Newton of Luxembourg. That is his best finish at a World Championship. Previously 6th place in Sydney back in 2019. And here now in Lima, he takes 5th place. So that's Steve Newton of Luxembourg. Right then, 4 athletes remaining now in the competition. Nani is still leading after 30 targets, still has that 2-hit lead in the new danger zone. It is Mike Drever, who's five hits behind Buhaliba, but Drever does have the better bib number. However, Buhaliba just needs to hit once to stay in the competition and eliminate the Brit. Buhaliba qualified in 5th place, Drever in 4th. Bib numbers are important until after the bronze medal has been decided. Until then, they will settle any tie-break situation. And that's a hit for Castillo. He's up to 25, so Drever needs to hit. Which he doesn't. Very costly miss there for Drever. It was really out of his hands anyway. The maximum he can reach now is 20. Buhaliba's already on 21. Better make that 22. So Buhaliba will stay in the competition. And it will be Mike Drever taking 4th place. His first final at a World Championship. So that's his best finish at a World Championship. Oh, we've had a miss for Nani. We don't see too many of those. So the lead is now 1 hit between Nani and Castillo. Castillo's up to 26, so maybe temporarily level with Nani. We'll see. Mike Drever now, he's shooting for pride. He will take 4th place. That's a miss for Drever. He'll stay on 16 for now with 3 more targets to come, and that's a miss for Buhaliba. So his run of form comes to an end. Hopefully he'll bounce back. Just like Nani did after a rare miss for the Italian. He's hitting again on 27 now. Back to Castillo. No problem. 27 hits now for Adrian Becker Castillo of Spain. World record holder in this event. 41 coming from Châteauroux in 2022. And there's a hit for Drever, who moves on to 17. He's got 2 more targets to come. And Buhaliba, it was a blip. He's hitting again. He's now on 23. He's secured at least the bronze medal. And Nani, another hit, 28 now. He's still the man to catch in this final, which he really has been since we got started. That's a hit for Castillo. Going really well on this pass. 4 out of 4 so far. 1 more to come. That's a miss for Drever. He's on 17. One more target to come for Mike Drever, who will take 4th place. And Buhaliba has missed that one. That was a protest. Let's see what the result of that is. So we'll wait and see. There's discussions going on as Buhaliba waits for a decision. So it is a miss for Buhaliba, and Gabriele Nani steps up now. And that's a hit for Nani. He's up to 29. So Castillo now on 28. This will take us up to 35 targets. And it's 29 out of 35 for Becca Castillo. Mike Drever now, his final target of the competition. He'll finish on 17 hits. Mike Drever of Great Britain recording his best finish at a World Championship. Oh, and a miss for Buhaliba. So it was given a hit his one before that actually. So he's on 24. He'll have his work cut out now to catch Castillo, his closest rival. Nani also on 29, a miss from Nani. 2 misses from Nani there out of the last 5. But 4th place has been confirmed. We've known it for a little while now, but Mike Drever of Great Britain has recorded his best finish at a World Championship, his first final at a World Championship, and he finishes in 4th. So Mike Drever handshakes with the coaches. Coach of Spain, that's Castillo's coach, who's definitely still interested in this final. Castillo and Nani both tied now. Let's take a look at the table after 35 targets. There we go, Nani and Castillo both on 29. Castillo is ranked in top spot based on bib number. We're still looking at bib numbers. Buhaliba, meanwhile, is 5 behind. So it does look like Buhaliba will take the bronze medal. It's out of his hands entirely. Castillo moves on to 30. So Buhaliba has to hit this and then hope Nani misses. Buhaliba does hit, but if Nani hits this, that will confirm the bronze for Buhaliba. Let's take a look. Gabriele Nani. And he hits it. So that does mean the bronze medal will go to Buhaliba of UAE. He's got 4 targets remaining, 5 behind Castillo and Nani. So they are uncatchable. That's a miss from Castillo, so a chance for Nani to go back in the lead. And Buhaliba up to 26. This is his first final at a World Championship. Appeared in his first international final this year at the World Cup in Osijek. And he's got World Championship bronze. Nani didn't take the chance to restore his lead. He's still level with Castillo. They're both on 30 hits. The Spaniard up again now. 3 targets till the bronze medal is announced. It's already confirmed. And that's a miss for Castillo. He'll stay on 30. So once again, Nani has a chance to take the lead. But for now, it's Buhaliba. That's a hit. He's done his bit so far. He needed to keep on hitting, but also hope the others kept on missing, which hasn't quite happened. Nani takes that one, so the lead has been restored. Gabriele Nani, 31 to Castillo's 30. Oh, and a miss for Castillo. He's missed his last three now. And Buhaliba is on 27. He's secured the bronze medal. And he's got one more target to come. But now with Nani, he could double his lead. He does. He's got his 2-hit lead back. 32 to Castillo's 30. One target to come now. And that's a hit for Castillo, back to hitting ways. He's on 31. Buhaliba now to sign out. So he'll finish on 27 hits. What about Gabriele Nani? Can he keep his 2-hit lead? Yes, he can. He's on to 33, but the bronze medal has been decided. It's Ahmad Buhaliba of UAE. As I mentioned, appeared in his first international final this year in Osijek. And this is his first final at a World Championship. And he secured the bronze medal. So congratulations to Ahmad Buhaliba of UAE. So those bib numbers I've been talking about, forget about them now, because we have 10 targets remaining, and if after 10 targets we have a tie-break situation, just like in the PT1 final, we'll go to a shoot-off. But at the moment, there's no sign of that, because Gabriele Nani is in the lead. He's on 34 hits. And Becker Castillo is on 31 hits. That's after 40 targets. So a 3-hit difference with 10 targets to go. Becker Castillo has the world record. He's the world number 4. Gabriele Nani is the defending world champion. Here we go. And that is a hit for Castillo. Nice hit from Nani, so he keeps his lead. Still free. Back to Castillo. That's another nice hit. It's out of his hands, but he's doing his part. He's just got to keep on hitting. There's still enough targets for him. He's got 8 more to come. Nani is doing his part, that's for sure. Moves on to 36 to Castillo's 33. Great hit there. Castillo up to 34. Back to Nani now. 2-hit difference, but Nani has an extra target to come. Can he make it count and restore his 3-hit lead? Oh, he doesn't. It's a miss for Nani, so the difference is now 2 hits between Castillo and Nani, with 7 targets to come. Another hit for Castillo, keeping that pressure on Nani. He will be looking to bounce back after that last miss. Oh, it's a second miss for Nani, so the difference has been halved. It was 2, it's now 1. Nani on 36, Castillo on 35. 6 targets to come. Oh, but Castillo misses. So Nani has a chance to double the lead, put it back to 2. Can he take it? Castillo has 5 targets to come. He's on 35 hits. Nani has 6 targets to come. He's on 36 hits. Nani takes it after 2 misses. He's back to hitting ways, and he's back with a 2-hit lead. So Nani's on 37, Castillo's on 35. 2 titans of the sport. Nani looking to defend his world champion status. Castillo looking to take that status from him. There's 5 targets to come, a 2-hit difference. A reminder that if we end up with a tie-break situation, then these athletes will go to a shoot-off. But for now, there is a 2-hit difference. Nani 37, Castillo 35. And that's a hit for Castillo. It's over to Nani. And it's a hit for Nani, so no change in terms of the difference. Still 2 hits, but now 4 targets to come. And that's another hit for Castillo. He's not out of this yet, but it's entirely in Gabriele Nani's hands. He's in control of his destiny. It's a miss for Nani, so the difference is now 1. Nani 38, Castillo 37. 3 targets remaining. Another hit for Castillo. It's going really well at the moment. Keeping the pressure on Nani, who needs to hit this to keep himself in the lead. Which he does, back in the lead, but it is 1 hit. That's still the difference. 2 targets to come now. Adrian Becker Castillo of Spain. Oh, it's a miss. It is a miss. So if Nani hits this, he will secure the gold medal. Big moment now for the Italian, the defending world champion. And he takes it. Moves on to 40 hits, 2 more than Castillo with 1 target to come. He has successfully defended his world champion status. Doesn't look like we'll have that final target. Instead, we'll just have the celebrations. Gabriele Nani. He is the world #1, and he is still the world champion. Taking gold here in the PT3 mixed trap standing upper limb SGU event at the WSPS World Championship Lima 2023. What a performance from the Italian. And also, we have to say as well, for Adrian Becker Castillo of Spain.
Fantastic.
Fought really hard, highly contested final. Castillo takes silver. And a reminder that Ahmad Bouhaliba of UAE, competing in his first final at a World Championship, takes the bronze medal. So bronze for Bouhaliba, silver for Becker Castillo of Spain, and it's gold for Gabriele Nani world champion once again.
3 medalists. And there's one coach from UAE,
So,
which won no medal.
Congratulations again to our medalists. They're just being gathered now for the cameras. We're missing our bronze medalist. No, we're missing our silver medalist. We're missing Mr. Becker Castillo. There he is. He's there now. He's there now. Okay, so while our medalists take the applause from the spectators here in Lima, we will say a brief goodbye to you. We will be back with the PT2 mixed trap standing lower limb SGL final in just a few moments. But for now, that's all from Lima. Thank you for joining us.
Champion. The first place goes to Italy, and the name, Mr. Gabriele Nani.
Oh, that was a really crazy fun PT3. It offers everything what's possible at this qualification. A big forward by the speaker. A big sorry to Mr. Steve, not from my side. That breaks his concentration, I hope. We got 3 medalists. Italy is happy. And now we become ready for the next